Here's how I lost almost 15 pounds in 40 days. So first and foremost, I recommend to everybody to hire a health coach that can guide you to eat properly, but also work out with the right workouts to get your body fit and feeling its best. So when I hired my coach, I never had a trainer before, or I never had anybody to inform me on what to eat or anything like that. So having a coach really guided me to know what I need to eat and how much intake I have to properly have for my body for me to lose weight. The first thing is you have to count your calories. So for me, counting calories and making sure that my intake for calories was at a specific number was very important, but it's also very important to have the protein level at a certain number as well. So being able to track everything I eat, that was something at first that was a little bit tough, but I'm telling you, over time, this really helps manage the amount of weight that I've lost. And also it allows you to see how much these foods that you actually eat are with calories and stuff like that. So it really opened up my eyes to know, like, you know, for example, pasta. For me, I'm Italian. That's a big thing in my habits and in my culture. You know, pasta for me, it is a lot of calories, and especially the amount I was eating. I never realized how much calories were in these amounts of pasta that I was having until I started tracking it. So, you know, it's things like that, but it's also, you know, rice. You know, the Uncle Ben's rice, that is like a lot of calories. For like anything over 100 grams is like a crazy amount. So I never knew these things. So it's all about just having smaller portions, and in the end you will feel full. It's not like you're still gonna be hungry after eating the right amount. And just to be clear, everybody's body type needs a different intake. So if you're heavier, you might need to have higher intake than I do for protein and for calories. So it's definitely relative to that, but making sure that you know your amount, that's gonna be given from the coach. So I wouldn't be able to just pull a number out for knowing, hey, I need to have a max of X number. This number was given by my coach to say, hey, stay below this and you'll be good. It's also important to have maintenance days that you do go above the certain amount of calorie intake, which is fine, but it's the having a lot of maintenance days that you go over the calorie intake that you're supposed to have is what makes you gain weight. So having 2 days out of the week, not bad at all. Those are 2 days that you can put aside and, you know, have foods that, you know, maybe on Sundays, if you have pasta with your family like I do, those are days that you know you're probably gonna go over the amount of calorie intake than an average day. Another thing that's very underestimated is the amount of water that you have to drink. So me, I always target 3 liters to 6 liters. I'm always around that 3 liter mark, but honestly, drinking water for me now is such a habit, but it is so important for you guys to be able to lose weight if you drink a lot of water. So if you're not drinking enough water, you can actually tell that, as weird as it sounds, in your pee. If the pee is almost see-through, that goes to show that you're drinking a lot of water, you're staying hydrated. So that's something that you can track, but just make it a habit to drink water, aim towards 3 liters at minimum, and trust me, everything else will start flowing. And then another one, which is very simple, this is something that everybody knows, but you have to work out X amount of days. So for me, I'm working out 3 to 5 days. I have certain days that I work out at home, but you have to be active. You have to get a certain amount of steps in. The minimum steps that I have to get in from my coach is 7,000 steps. Sometimes I go 5,000, but you have to be active. You have to be on your feet. You have to be working out. This is a big helpful part for my coach to be able to set up certain workouts for me that he changes every once in a while. But you know, you have to know, you know, and if you're like me too, I went to the gym for the longest time. I was doing workouts that I was comfortable with. But you know, when I had my coach show me different things of strategies to work out or different type of workouts, these type of workouts were, as basic as they were, phenomenal for my body, and I started seeing improvement right away. So I'll put actually below who's the coach that I use. You can find him on social media. I don't know if he has YouTube, but I do recommend you reaching out to my health coach. He's phenomenal. His name's Santo. Absolutely phenomenal. I recommend him to everybody who's looking for a good coach that's professional and will stay on top of you to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. That's everything that I did. I mean, I follow those simple steps, and every day I'm starting to see that I'm losing weight. So it's showing. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys are also seeing the same results by doing these simple steps to be able to lose weight.